Welcome back. This is Newsroom on SABC News. Now, this week we decided to take a political turn with the hashtag Dagga debate, as it's become widely known on social media. We extended invites to major political parties to join us on the show and state their views on the matter. We started with the Dagga Party of South Africa, who jumped right into the mix, accusing all political parties, including the Democratic Alliance and the ANC, of being too complacent on the matter. Is it not maybe time for something like a referendum to be put forward and for the people of South Africa to decide on this matter?
Well, I'm a bit concerned that a referendum would be held along party political lines, and those parties that don't support Dagga will require their members to vote against such an issue. But remember, we are a cultural minority. The Dagga culture is a very organized and legitimate cultural minority, and we're claiming our rights, regardless of whether the rest of South Africa accepts it or not. I think that we have to legalize Dagga. It's not a matter of whether we should or we shouldn't.
Now, the debate began in light of the sad passing of Inkatha Freedom Party MP Mario Oriani Ambrosini, who was a strong advocate for the legalization of medical marijuana here in South Africa. Tuesday this week, we were joined by the IFP, who once again brought Ambrosini's fight to light once again.
We are way behind many other first world countries in the world that have permitted the use of cannabis properties for medicinal purposes. And it is known through research that pain, the easing of pain, can be done through the use of cannabis properties. Morphine is what is traditionally used at the moment, and I mean, thousands of people know what the side effects of morphine are. So here is innovation, and what we are asking is that government conducts research under very strict regulations to see whether or not cannabis and cannabis derivatives can be used by patients with the consent of the patient and the doctor here in South Africa.
On Wednesday, we had the Democratic Alliance speaking up and responding to accusations that were thrown their way, making it clear that the party does not support the decriminalization of cannabis within our borders, despite it being legal in other countries.
We do not support the decriminalization of marijuana. We do not support that because of the extraordinary harm it will cause to our children. We have no confidence at all that we can keep alcohol out of the hands of minors. We've got a massive alcohol problem in our country. And in fact, in many ways, it's destroying our country and the young lives of South Africans. And because of that, we think that until we get on top of that issue, that's the real issue, not marijuana. It's a question of alcohol. We won't support it.
Then, yesterday, we were joined at the last minute by the economic freedom fighters, who responded to the DA saying they are missing the point and that if cannabis were to be legalized in the country, it would be much easier to control.
The US, which is a conservative country, has legalized not just for medicinal use, also for recreational use. And by the way, in Colorado, which is the first of the states in the US to legalize marijuana, they are showing the economic benefits. And this idea that if you legalize, people are going to go into harder drugs, there is no evidence for this. The other nation, which is Uruguay is the first nation to totally decriminalize the use of marijuana. There, the idea was that drug cartels, as long as there was a criminalization of marijuana, you drive this whole process underground, and drug cartels take over and basically create all unhealthy situations, including illegal movements of the drug, and there is no, or making it into drugs, and there is no control.
Well, I'm sure that you've noticed the one major political party missing on this topic is the ANC. After extending invites and numerous calls, we were unfortunately not able to get them on the show. The door, however, remains open, and we would like to extend the invite not only to the ANC, but any other party who would like to get involved. You can reach us on Twitter at SABC Newsroom, or go to our Facebook page /SABC News. Send us your comments there also. We welcome that.